What's up, y'all? This is the first episode of Getting Connected with Naganagamem. With your host, myself, Naganagamem. This is just me talking, so this may be hard for some people to follow, but this is free thought, stream of consciousness, just me being myself, because giving you character to the music that I make, because there's more, the music is an example, is a presentation of my story and myself and my likeness in many forms. And so now we have videos. So the first video I want to start off with was just like, this is what I'm thinking right now. And so like the ubiquitous condition of humanity is and always will be freedom. How is this possible? Because even though like today, in today's human condition, because the human condition varies from era of time period. And then like if you observe things from the objective viewpoint of like non-linear time structure things, you can see like we could be here, we could be there, we could be here. So because of this, because I see things this way, like human beingness at this time is still dictated by this need to control itself, and not only like the need to here, let me be more specific. One, so the need to be controlled by others. Well, not still dictate, presently, there is the remnants of a form of consciousness within ourselves that has a need to be controlled by others, like a need to be externally organized. And then there is a blooming consciousness of beings or just aspects of ourselves that really interpret and internalize the fact and the reality that we're an internally led species, and like we live on a harmonic pulse of the universe, just like plants and trees. Well, that was a redundancy. Just like plants, animals, fungi, bacteria, fish. Well, that was also another redundancy. But just like other living forms, we too respond to this like pulse of the universe, or can. We also cannot do that by the overuse of our mental structures, or not the overuse of mental structures, but like an imbalance of communication between the heart center, energy center, vortex thing, or emotional center, and the mental center, and not recognizing how those two aspects of the self need to be held in relationship, with the heart being the captain and the mind being the dutiful servant. So yeah, and this disconnection from harmonious order has caused like genocide and the current state of the human condition as it is. All of the horror, I just don't want to list all of, because when I said that word, my heart kind of like fluttered and went down. So I don't want to speak all of the horrible things that are happening, but like if you're aware of what's happening right now and like are living alive today and like interested in what's happening in the world around you, you can see that many things are not right. And at least my perspective of why these things are not right is because of this basic disconnection with the self. So yeah, learning how to be more emotionally led beings, not being like stupid either, because I've also met the opposite in my travels, especially on the West Coast of America, where like people are like emotionally charged and like go for things that make them feel passionate and are very emotionally intelligent, but then lack what I consider basic discernment skills. And so, like I've seen many interesting things. So it's not just and it's interesting on the East Coast of America, generally speaking, it's the opposite. Most the people are like mentally led, and they lack in like emotional, intelligence and emotional let's go. No more redundancies. Yeah. So we're free, and we're free because, all right. So back to the point and the premise, which is the ubiquitous condition of humanity is and always will be freedom. Why? Because it doesn't matter what loops we create for ourselves. And even if you like believe this, and then when I say self, this also includes alien for you, like alien people out there, because like all of the other species in the universe and in the multiverse are just aspects of the same self that we are. And they're just pieces of the earth that are just over there relative to our perspective. But from another perspective, they would just be this level of reality. It's all one thing, depending on how you see life. And so I say this because no matter what loops that we create for ourselves, there's always a way to unfuck the fucking that we're doing to ourselves. Like, for example, like people are like, the Amazon rainforest is burning. It's gonna take so many years to regrow and da-da-da-da, and this. No, it's not. Stop. All right, here's why. Okay, so if you're hip to the universe and energy and like understand that like you are light or for not even light, all right, like let's not even take it there. If you understand that you are a form of consciousness understanding itself, then you recognize that literally anything is possible because all of this is yourself. So if humans came together with the intent to regrow the rainforest, just like some medical practitioners in China do, they have a form of energy healing where people come around there. I think it's 8 of them, I think it's 8 people that form a circle around a person and sing different tones, and they're able to, or not even sing different. It could be, I'm not sure of the exact application of frequency, because frequency can be applied to form through thought, or consciousness can be applied to itself in the medium of form through a variety of mediums: sound, touch, intent, etc. So it just depends on what medium all of the practitioners would be fluent with. But anyway, they circle around this person, apply the various medium of intent or conscious energy, and they overlay like their current state of being or form of consciousness to their healed state, and they kind of like gently overwrite the reality. And so because you can look it up like on the internet. I'm not sure what keywords to use, because I had this phase of life where I just searched for videos about like energy healing and qigong and monks and a bunch of things that were like seemingly impossible, and in order to just quench my own thirst for knowledge and to kind of bring edification to the belief that anything is possible. So utilizing this technology on the forest, like maybe it would probably take many hundreds of us to do this, because the forest is a vast ecosystem and the energy that it takes to sustain a forest is massive. But if we came together in a circle literally surrounding the rainforest, and applied energy, intent, frequency through various mediums to the rainforest, we could generate an instance of spontaneous generation to regrow the rainforest, just like people have been healed from cancer utilizing energy healing. They call it energy healing, but like, to me, that's a bit brisk. It's a bit stiff. It doesn't really hold to me. But yeah, because it's not just it's all, if you want to say that it's all energy, yeah, but like some forms of energy operate much different than others. So like having specific and this is just my mind for these things because I like it, having specific classifications for how the energy impacts your level of experience, I feel is helpful, and actually more helpful than just saying everything is energy, because it's like super vague. Like, is it radiation? You know what I'm saying? Is it emotions? Is it thoughts? Is it sunlight? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it mechanical? You know what I'm saying? Is it a mechanical energy or mechanical frequency? Or mechanical energy is better, but like even like the feeling that machines give off, the I guess the electrostatics that machines give off is different from the electromagnetic energy. The way that it feels is different from the way that the electromagnetic energy of a human being feels. So I feel like they should be classified differently, but that's just preference. So yeah, we're free. And we're free because this is the experience that we're having is ourself. And as long as we're in touch with ourself, we know how to move through this experience. I know that's super vague, and maybe not helpful to a bunch of people, but like if you want to talk to me, just contact me somehow and we'll talk. Like I'm not like a person on the internet. Just talk to me. I don't care. And because I love myself, I can endure your criticisms, because ultimately whatever anyone says about me, I'm just going to love myself and, you know, pat myself on the back for speaking what I think is real into life. So whatever. And I'm okay. I'm okay with being wrong. Like it doesn't hurt me to be wrong. So please tell me if I'm wrong, because I would love to hear about it. I'll read out. Like, of course, I'll have to be in the mood to like digest hurtful things, because I just won't read criticisms all the time. But I definitely will be open to criticism and feedback, and definitely fact check me, y'all, because I'm just over here posting videos and doing my thing. But yeah, I want to be fact checked. I want to be, like just a vibrant part of the online community that I've been observing for many years. I've watched the internet grow up. I'm an original Tumblr and MySpace person, and Facebook person actually. So yeah, I'm here, y'all. Love you. Talk to you later. And that's Getting Connected with Naganagamem, episode 1.